A 17-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimovic was just beginning his career at Malmo when the parents of one of his teammates plotted to end his career and kick him out of the club.
I was not accepted like everybody else. Why? Because I was Ibrahimovic. I was not Andersson, I was not Svensson, all these typical Swedish names. I was foreign.
One day during training, he confronted a teammate and became embroiled in a scandal that could have changed his life if two furious parents had had their way.
I had an incident in the training. I get a tackle and I hit the guy, bam, because I was angry.
And the incident could have been dealt with there and then in the changing room, but it spiraled into a nightmare for Zlatan.
His father was a police officer. He signed a letter to the club demanding that the club should kick me out. And he gave this paper to all the players in the team. I didn't know nothing. And he said, sign this, that you agree that Zlatan should be kicked out.
Zlatan was just 17 years old. Can you imagine how he felt?
And I was in Primavera, juniors. Can you imagine when it came out, how I was feeling? I was feeling totally like I was not fitting in with them, like the black sheep. They didn't accept my attitude. They didn't accept me like a person. They didn't make me feel welcome. I was different. I was face different. I was not the blonde guy.
And so his resilient personality was formed, able to overcome any obstacle. And he used it to score gems like these at Malmo, where he began to make a name for himself with his skill and goals. And when a rival dared to provoke him, it only made him play better. Like when the div defenders said that they knew how to mark Zlatan.
Los chicos de Estocolmo, yo jugué en ese equipo después y le dijeron, mira, ahora va a parar Zlatan, lo vamos a parar, no sé qué, no va a venir aquí ese niñato y creer que es algo, bla, 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 bla. Entonces lo usó como benzina y dijo, mira, yo te voy a mostrar. Y hizo un gol y los dejó todos callados.
Total humiliation. Using this foundation of taunts, skill, goals, and disputes, Zlatan built an incredible career for himself, full of ambition.
En 1998 fuimos a Italia, a Milano, a jugar la Copa y nos tocó ver un partido en San Siro y me tocó al lado de Zlatan y me dice, en la pausa me dice, mira, en 3 años juego aquí abajo. Y yo como que no sabía si reírme o llorar o qué, porque era una cosa muy rara decir, ¿no? Pues 2001 jugó con Ajax contra Milán en San Siro.
But when his career was just beginning to take off at Ajax, his temper nearly cost him his life. Zlatan shared a tense moment with Mido while running onto the pitch, and when the incident was over, the Egyptian stormed into the changing room.
I was shouting to everyone, and Zlatan was shouting back at me, and I had the scissor in my hand because I was taking off or ripping off the wrapping of my ankles.
Mido didn't think twice before throwing the scissors, and they whistled past Zlatan's head before hammering into the wall.
10 minutes later, I just went to the shower, and he was sitting there at the jacuzzi, and we just looked at each other and we started laughing. Then I just said to Zlatan that, you know that I almost killed you. He said, yeah, I know.
But Zlatan's tantrums weren't enough to cast a shadow on a career that continues to delight us all.
Ingehouden. En nu nog een keer schiet ook.
With goals still coming at the age of 38. Zlatan's legendary career, playing for the world's best teams, is dedicated to the father who wanted to ruin it all because of a simple teenage fight.
There's only one Zlatan.